What's happening? BRICS. I got real bricks. BRICS. BRICS. Only reason I'm bringing this up, Trump was talking a whole bunch of shit. Hold on, maybe I can pull that back up real quick. Some guy says some nonsense. And Trump's like, yo, you don't know about BRICS? And the man's like, oh, you gonna know? He's like, oh, you gonna know about BRICS? I gotta pull that. I'm gonna freaking edit that. Yo, you don't know about BRICS? Yo, you gonna know about BRICS? Why I brought you here today, though, is for another article by my boy Ben Northen. All right, we're gonna check his article real quick. I do want to find that BRICS from Trump. So if you guys can bear with me while I pull that up, because I know I got it. I know I got it. Maybe I don't. Trump. Does anyone see Trump? I don't see Trump. Bum, 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 bum. Oh, it's still live. Oh, that's me. It's like, I'm live. Nigga, I'm talking about BRICS. Where's Trump? Oh my goodness. I can't find Trump, guys. Find me, though. Trump. Signing executive orders in the Oval Office. Bitches. Don't. Wait. I think it was this one I was watching. Ooh. Right here. Right here. I found it. I found it. Hold on. Are you guys hearing that? Are you guys hearing that? I'm hearing that. Hope y'all are hearing that. Check. Are you guys hearing that? I gotta check that. Cause I don't think I ran a video yet with you guys, have I? No, I just been reading. Yo, chat, we gotta check that real quick. I gotta go to the studio. Give me a second. Let me check that real quick. Yeah, exactly. I found it, but you guys can't hear it. Because why? I'm in the studio, and for whatever reason, it's not capturing your audio. So let me figure that out real quick. Audio input capture. No. Input. Why isn't the sound playing, homeboy? That is interesting. Yeah, you're not hearing a thing. Sorry, guys. This stream may not be conducted very well, but I can't have you not hearing what I'm talking about. And I don't know how to use my software yet. Oh, here we go. Mac, iOS, audio capture. Got that. Method. Let's try that. BRICS.
Spain. You know what a BRICS nation is?
Oh, yeah, you got it. You got it.
Of money, like Spain, France, below the 5%.
Spain is very low. And yet, are they a BRICS nation?
Are they a BRICS nation? Yo, we asking ourselves the question that, because, yo, apparently that's going to be the question to ask. Are they ready for the BRICS? Are they ready for them BRICS? All right,
What?
They're a BRICS.
Oh, yeah. And check out the report. What?
And yet, are they a BRICS nation?
What?
They're a BRICS nation, Spain. You know what a BRICS nation is? You'll figure it out.
Ooh! You know what a BRICS nation is, son? You know Spain's BRICS, right? You don't know who BRICS is, son? Oh, shit, nigga. You figure it out. Oh, shit. You'll figure it out. One more time for you guys.
What can we expect of the countries in NATO that spend the least amount of money, like Spain, France, below the 5%?
Spain is very low. And yet, are they a BRICS nation?
What?
They're a BRICS nation, Spain. You know what a BRICS nation is? You'll figure it out. But, and if the BRICS nations want to do that, that's okay, but we're going to put at least a 100% tariff on the business they do with the United States. You know what the BRICS is, right? You guys know.
Brazil,
You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying.
But Spain is not.
So it's not even.
See, you know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying, right? You know what I'm saying? Y'all not reading your articles? No.
A threat. In fact, since I made that statement, Biden said, well, they have us over a barrel. I said, no, we have them over a barrel. And there's no way they're going to be able to do that.
This is an executive order relating to
100% tariffs, those countries, like Spain.
As a BRICS nation, yes.
But how
They'll
is
have
it
a
a BRICS
100%
nation?
tariff if they so much as even think about doing what they thought.
Can you explain how is it?
And therefore they'll give it up immediately. So will China give it up.
So this is about reforming the system of hiring in the federal government to.
So let's go find out what's happening in the BRICS. Why is Trump upset with the BRICS? Are they a BRICS? Yeah, they're a BRICS nation. Yeah, they're gonna pay a whole bunch of tariffs into the BRICS. Yeah, you know who the BRICS is? BRICS. We're about to go over some BRICS, bro. All right, the BRICS. What's the BRICS that this Trump's upset about? You're gonna put all these tariffs because he's part of the BRICS. These niggas has been expanding 55% of the world population by adding Nigeria. Damn! They just crossed over 55%. Trump's upset. Trump's upset. All right, Ben, please, let's talk.
There's a new announcement of another country that has been admitted to BRICS, which is a Global South-led organization that now represents...
Woo! Look at that map. Sorry, Ben, before you tell me what it represents, I'm just going to tell you what I think it represents. BRICS. No, bro. So, like, Russia and China have become one. That's all I'm going to say right off the bat. No wonder why they're like, yo, Taiwan. Yo, what's your beef? Yo, we family. Y'all think China's trying to take over Taiwan? No, China's like the big brother. And he's like, yo, I ain't gonna let you like squander the family's wealth. Yo, if you don't freaking move, I'm gonna move on you. Sorry. All right, so the BRICS. All right, so the whole South America. I just want to know if Trinidad's up in that. I don't know. I don't see us yet. Right there. That's us right there. Trinidad and Tobago. Nah, we ain't there yet. We still running by the Queen, so we still non-BRICS. So I think all the let's call it the British colony and her associates will not be BRICS. I'm just going to call that. It's going to be the old Vanguard versus the new Vanguard. BRICS. Because you already see the blue, right? You already see the blue. You were playing it on us, bro. All right. So, the BRICS are coming. Ben?
More than 40% of the global economy and over half of the world's population. The latest news is that as of the 17th of January, Nigeria has been...
Whoa. So let's just go back to these numbers.
The global economy that now represents more than 40% of the global economy and over half of the world's population.
So this picture in red represents over 40% of the world's economy. Hold on.
40% of the global economy.
40% of the global... Okay, if we're looking at this map, y'all. Isn't there more blue than red? Per landmass? Are we looking at the same... Okay. So we're looking at the same... Shouldn't there not be like a little more disparity between the two of them than 40%? That's like 10% in... That don't look like a 50-50 split. Alright, anyways... So apparently, but what are you looking at? It's a 55% of the population. What the hell are we gonna do? Trump's like, yo, make America great again. Bro, how? You don't have the population? Like, I haven't even let Ben finish yet. So if this is 55% of the population, 40% of the economy, globally, Mr. Trump, how you leading this Ben?
And over half of the world's population. The latest news is that as of the 17th of January, Nigeria has been accepted as a partner country in BRICS, which means it's on the path toward full membership in the near future. This is very important.
So they have to wait till they push out the old Vanguard before they can update to the new Vanguard, but they're in the process of doing so.
Because Nigeria has the largest population in Africa, and it has the 6th largest population on Earth. The Brazilian government announced this news because in 2025, Brazil is the chair of BRICS. There's a rotating chairmanship every single year. In 2023, it was South Africa. In 2024, it was Russia. This year, it is Brazil. And Brazil has succinctly summarized the goals of BRICS being two main goals.
What's ours?
Strengthening South-South cooperation and reforming global governance. So when you hear Western critics of BRICS claim that this organization has so many internal problems and they don't have unity and they don't have a common goal, Brazil has constantly stated what those two common goals are. Deepening South-South cooperation, economic and political integration of the formerly colonized countries of the Global South, which represent the global majority, and the other goal, reforming institutions of global governance. That means reforming the United Nations, and in particular, the UN Security Council, which is dominated by the Western powers, and above all...
Ben, please, let me catch my fucking breath. Sorry, let me catch my breath, man. I was talking shit a second ago, but you just said exactly what I said. This is the old system trying to prevent the new system from coming online. All of the colonialized countries, all of the countries that had their, that were considered, I'll finish the sentence. That had their resources stolen and had their people used as slaves are now coming together as one, under one accord. And they're like, yo, we are focused, Brazil. Let's talk about Brazil. It's like, yo, we want global governance to be reformed. And we want to now look at things a lot differently. Ben, please, the way you said that, pull up that. Pull up that.
Of the formerly Brazil has so summarized chairmanship every single the Africa, and it has this. Nigeria has been accepted as a partner country in BRICS, which means it's on the path toward full membership in the near future. This is very important because Nigeria has the largest population in Africa, and it has the 6th largest population on Earth. The Brazilian government announced this news because in 2025, Brazil is the chair of BRICS. There's a rotating chairmanship every single year. In 2023, it was South Africa. In 2024, it was Russia. This year, it is Brazil. And Brazil has succinctly summarized the goals of BRICS being 2 main goals: strengthening South-South cooperation and reforming global governance. So when you hear...
Now, he's going to explain it to you again, but now I understand it. So they want to strengthen the cooperation. I didn't understand what South-South meant. No doubt. Thanks, Ben. They want to strengthen the cooperation of all of the countries. Bro, I'm BRICS. I'm BRICS. Sorry. Sorry, Trump. Me and the Queen don't get along, okay? I'm a Carib from Trinidad and Tobago, okay? We never, okay? So, I'm neutral. Okay? We neutral. But we just gonna, watch from the Caribbean side of life. Neutral. Shut out Sweden. And we're going to say the people that were used as slaves, because remember, we're the West Indies. The Queen brought her slaves to our country. This is why we're holding, in this position, we're holding a neutral position. Because we didn't want them there in the first place. Alright, so we got beef with her, but we ain't BRICS. The people that were on the boat, we're just going to hold their vibe. We with you, bro. We with you. Shout out. BRICS. Yeah, and then they want to reform global governance. They don't like how things are governed. So the group of people that were governed now want to come together and re-govern themselves. Or self-govern themselves. Or remove the previous governors of themselves. Ben!
Western critics of BRICS claim that this organization has so many internal problems and they don't have unity and they don't have a common goal. Brazil has constantly stated what those 2 common goals are: deepening South-South cooperation, economic and political integration of the formerly colonized countries of the Global South, which represent the global majority, and the other goal, reforming institutions of global governance. That means reforming the United Nations, and in particular, the UN Security Council, which is dominated by the Western powers. And above all, it means reforming international financial institutions.
You can sell this $5 spatula on Amazon and compete with hundreds of other spatulas.
BRICS, it published a comprehensive report detailing its plans, BRICS's plans, to transform the international monetary and financial system. I wrote a lengthy report about that, and I have a video about that, which I will link to in the description below, summarizing the main points of this report. But the gist of it is that BRICS countries have a common economic goal in challenging the dominance of the US dollar and Washington's dominance over the international financial system. And they have proposed as an alternative to US dollar dominance what they call a multi-currency system through what is known as the BRICS Cross-Border Payment Initiative. They're already using their own national currencies to trade with each other, trying to de-dollarize their trade. and they're trying to create new institutions to de-dollarize the reserves they hold in their central banks, holding new assets and also simply gold, because many of these countries are afraid that the U.S. could seize the dollar-dominated assets they hold in their reserves, which is what the U.S. did to Russia and Venezuela and Iran and Afghanistan. And they're even setting up exchanges for commodities so they can settle trade imbalances in commodities like gold or wheat or minerals. And so many countries in the global south are...
From what I'm hearing, they're doing a more global trader and bartering, where they're getting away from the fiat and they're like, yo, I literally have the gold. I don't need US dollars to buy the gold. No, I have it. How about you give me some wheat? I gotta feed my freaking cows. All right, done. Balance settled.
Trying to join BRICS precisely because they want to create a new international financial order, one that is no longer completely dominated by the Western colonial powers that colonized much of the world and still treat many global south countries as neo-colonies today. So now that Nigeria has been officially accepted into BRICS as a partner, there are 9 BRICS partner countries and 10 full members of BRICS for a total of 19 as of the 19th of January.
Wow.
I created a map showing membership, which you can see here, and I regularly update this map, which you can find the latest updated version on geopoliticaleconomy.com. The previous edition, which was announced just 2 weeks before Nigeria was admitted, was Indonesia. Indonesia has the world's 4th biggest population and the 7th largest economy. And Indonesia's addition as a member of BRICS was also deeply symbolic because Indonesia was one of the founders of the non-aligned movement and previously had hosted the Bandung Conference in 1955, which brought together countries in Africa and Asia that were seeking independence from Western colonialism. So many ways in the 21st century, you can see BRICS as following in the footsteps of the non-aligned movement and the Bandung Conference of the 20th century. BRICS is the 21st century version of that. And again, at the core of BRICS's international movement is the attempt to de-dollarize the international financial system, to create alternatives to the dominance of the US dollar. So the 10 full members of BRICS are now Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, after which BRICS is named. They founded this organization back in 2009 as BRIC, and then South Africa joined in 2000. They founded Brazil.
The BRICS actually has a meaning outside of just being BRICS. So I don't know why the Trump's friggin' mad about the BRICS. He's gonna put sanction on the BRICS. All these people are doing is come together. Why are you not part of the BRICS, Trump? I thought you and Russia were cool. I thought China was a bad individual. Could it be that y'all were trying to stop the economy progression by starting wars and planting some things in people's countries to stop their economical growth? I don't know. That sounds weird. Who would even do such a thing? So like Ben was saying,
dollar. So the 10 full members of BRICS are now Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, after which BRICS is named. They founded this organization back in 2009 as BRIC, and then South Africa joined in 2010. And then 5 new members were added: Egypt, Ethiopia, Indonesia, Iran, and the UAE. They joined in 2024. And then now there are 9 BRICS partners as of 2025. Those include Belarus, Bolivia, Cuba, Kazakhstan, Malaysia, Nigeria, Thailand, Uganda, and Uzbekistan. If you look at a list of the top 20 most populous countries on Earth, 10 of them are now in BRICS, including Nigeria has the 6th largest population, which was over 230 million people.
Now, I'm telling you right now, Pakistan is going to be right behind them. Bangladesh and Pakistan, bro. Oh, the only reason they're probably not is because they got too much government stuff going on with the freaking people that they're dealing business with. Japan, that's United States right off the bat. Again, Mexico and United States, they're friggin' basically hand on foot. Now you know where everyone stands, bro. Now you know the divide in the sand.
As of 2024, that makes it the most populous country on the African continent. So if you combine together the population of all 19 BRICS members and partners, together they represent more than 4.3 billion people, which represents 54.6% of the entire population of the world. This is according to data from the International Monetary Fund, which I used here to create these charts. There are different sources on the size of the world population that differ a little bit, of course, but I typically use the IMF data because despite all of the many problems with the IMF as an institution, its data is publicly available and very useful, and it's also updated very regularly. So the IMF had the world population in 2024 at 7.92 billion people.
Damn. Hold on, where's that total? 2004. I don't see that. I think 9.
The BRICS countries are now 4.3 billion people. That means they represent 54.6% of the entire world.
Sheesh. Damn, bro. That's some heavy
World
hitters.
Population. The addition of Nigeria into BRICS is also important because Nigeria has one of the fastest growing populations on Earth. India, one of the founding members of BRICS, which has the world's largest population, has the fastest growing population. From 2024 to 2037, it's expected that there will be 147 million people born in India. But in second place is Nigeria, with 65 million people born in Nigeria in the next decade and a half or so. And if you look at the list of the top 10 countries with the fastest growing populations, not as a percentage, but as a gross number, half of those countries are now in BRICS: India, Nigeria, Ethiopia, Indonesia, and Egypt. So BRICS cannot be ignored. It represents the majority of the world population, and Nigeria in particular is pretty symbolic because the largest city in Nigeria, Lagos, is expected to emerge as the world's top megacity by the end of the 21st century. In fact, by 2100, people in the African continent will represent 38% of the world population, whereas today, people in Africa represent 18% of the entire world population. And also today, people in Asia represent 60% of the world population. Their percentage of the world population is expected to fall to 45% in 2100. So in other words, by the end of the 21st century, more than 8 out of every 10 people in the world will live in Asia or Africa. And BRICS as an organization represents these people who are the global majority. They already are today the global majority, and their majority will continue to increase over time. Yet, unfortunately, many Western governments and politicians and pundits and academics and intellectuals, they still think the entire world revolves around them, around the West, even though the West only represents about 13 or 14% of the world population.
If that.
And it's not just the population, it's also the economy, because many of the BRICS countries have some of the fastest growing economies on Earth. Of course, China is the world's #1 economy when you measure its GDP at purchasing power parity. And China is the world's industrial superpower. And if you combine together all of the 19 BRICS members and partners, together, their GDP represents 42.2% of the entire world economy. This is the updated version, including Nigeria now as a partner. So as BRICS continues to expand, they get closer and closer to representing half of the entire world economy. Nigeria is also a major economy in the world. It has the second largest economy on the African continent after Egypt, and Egypt is now a full member of BRICS. In fact, if you look at the 5 largest economies in Africa, All of them are either part of BRICS or are going to be part of BRICS. So Egypt is a full member. It's the largest economy. Nigeria is now a partner. It's the second largest economy in Africa. South Africa is, of course, a founding member of BRICS. It's the third largest economy in Africa. Algeria was invited to become a partner country of BRICS at the summit in the Russian city of Kazan in 2024. And it did not officially give a response, but it's likely going to accept the invitation. And Ethiopia was admitted as a full member of BRICS in 2024. So Algeria is the fourth biggest economy in Africa, and Ethiopia is the fifth biggest economy.
Atera is the IT painkiller. Remote monitoring and management.
What does that mean?
Remote access, help desk and ticketing.
For the United States of America. I don't know if you got enough bullets, bro. Sorry. You took away them friggin' extendos from them niggas, so can't just spray. You gotta do a one shot and a pump. So I'm just saying, how you gonna stop the physical manpower?
Africa are suffering from very high rates of poverty and underdevelopment, in no small part due to Western colonialism. Because they have such large populations, they still have very big economies. So for instance, Egypt, which is the biggest economy in Africa, has a larger economy than Australia. And Nigeria has a larger economy than the Netherlands. And of course, this is all using data that measures GDP at purchasing power parity, which instead of looking simply in nominal terms at exchange rates, which can make Western countries that have very overvalued currencies seem more economically powerful than they actually are, PPP adjusts for the purchasing power of the currencies locally. And when you do so, you can see that Egypt and Nigeria, these BRICS countries, are very big economies. Nigeria is also important because it's the larger producer of oil on the African continent. It's the number one producer, and the number two producer, Algeria, has also been invited to become a BRICS partner. And if you look at the top 10 largest oil producing countries on Earth, half of them are in BRICS. That includes Russia, China, Iran, UAE, and Brazil. And Nigeria is the 15th largest producer of oil on Earth.
You're buying
so another very
oil
important
from
part
BRICS.
of BRICS expansion is seeing the overlap between
Bring
BRICS
your barrel. Let
and
me
OPEC,
fill it
the
with
Organization
BRICS.
of Petroleum Exporting Countries. We've seen that now BRICS countries represent more than 1/3 of global oil production, and that number is constantly increasing as BRICS expands. This means that these countries can have an important role in the global oil market if they collaborate and decide whether or not to increase production or decrease production. Now, the U.S. is now the world's largest oil producer since the shale boom, and that has complicated things with OPEC, despite the fact that OPEC has been informally expanded, becoming OPEC.
Let's pause and talk about that. California. Why are they going so digital? Why does everything has to be green? Why does everything have to be anything with emissions? Bro, we're not seeing this from the perspective of BRICS. If I'm the United States and I have to import my shit, nigga, I have to import my things from other individuals. And they're going to drive up the cost and then tell me I can't, my dollar's worthless to them. How much is going to be the price of oil? When the BRICS finally come into their true form, and then they're like, what happened when it's China? Today it's Brazil, and they're all peace and love, and they're like, yeah, China's like, yo, now walk on. When Russia was there, y'all hit him with a war. All I'm saying, bro, United States, you in a predict.
Plus, and Russia has been participating. But the point to take away is that OPEC and BRICS now have a lot of overlap. And essentially what we're seeing is the further political and economic integration of countries in the global south plus Russia. They represent the global majority. And again, yes, they do have many internal political differences, but what drives them together is a series of common interests including, as Brazil has constantly said, the two main goals of BRICS are deepening South-South cooperation, that is political and economic integration, and furthermore, reform of global governance institutions, first and foremost, the international financial and monetary system. And BRICS is trying to de-dollarize, trying to create alternatives to the US-dominated global financial system built around the dollar. So the more countries that BRICS adds, the bigger those countries are, the more unity they have in this goal to try to create a new international financial system, or at the very least to significantly reform the existing institution, although I don't think it's reformable. I think there have to be new institutions, and BRICS is exploring what those new institutions and frameworks could be. And Africa plays a very important role in this as the fastest growing continent, and Nigeria as the most populous country in Africa, followed by Ethiopia as the second most populous country in Africa. These are now both countries that are in BRICS, and many other countries are joining. So I think this is a very important organization that everyone should be following. If you like learning about these massive changes happening.
Thank you, Ben. I'm going to wrap that up myself, too. That was delightful. BRICS is here. Been here since 2009. I guess after the market crash, we're like, yo, forget the US dollar. Let's do our own thing. And I guess from then on, it's just been war in that part of the region to, try to destabilize that progress. But it's here because now they got 55 of the world's population under BRICS. And again, I can understand why the push now to have electric cars is a thing on the US economy, is because how are you going to buy oil from BRICS? They got you by the balls. Now, natural gas and all that, okay, cool, you might have. But you got to import your oil. So would I have as from a US perspective, would I have my economy based around oil where I have to buy from my competitors at a high inflated value? No. So Tesla, Ravens, all them, man. This is going to be interesting as the enslaved try to capture the slave masters. That will be interesting. Thank you again for joining me. This is Financial New. I am your host for today. It was a delightful session. I really do appreciate these moments with you. I'm learning a lot. I hope you're learning a lot. Share the link, hit the buttons, do the thingamabobber if you like the thingamabeeb. And I'll see you guys on the next one. We love y'all. Shout out to the team. You know who y'all is. You know how y'all is. Shout out to the team. Thirsty. We need some bricks. Yo! Trump! Can I get some bricks? Hey! We need some bricks. You don't know what that is?